Good morning, guys. Good morning. Well, it's about 6:45 a.m. on this beautiful Sunday morning. Sitting here right by a golf course. You can't see it really. Well, maybe back there. Getting ready to cut this 11-day yard behind me. And man, not something I wanted to do today, but yesterday we got out, we did 2. In the middle of the second one, it just let go and poured rain for about 3 hours. So, you know, knowing my yards, you can't put a mower on them. So, unfortunately, I get to work today on a Sunday, trying to get done early so I can see my wife. Some friends from church are picking her up to take her to church, so that's a blessing. And hopefully we can get something done this week. It doesn't look good. They're calling for rain now, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So that gives me 2 days to squeeze in 50 yards. As most of you know, that's not really possible for one guy to do, especially as big as they are and as fast as they're growing. You can see that they have gone to seed, so they are growing extremely fast right now, and thick and wet. So do what we can, get you as much footage as we can. I do have a good topic today. Reading all of your comments about customers, man, you know, one thing I notice, we are not important to customers until we are, and I'll explain that later. But let's get to work. Let me get this done. I'll show it to you after I'm done. I'm going to try to hustle through today so I can see my wife and spend some time with her today, and because it's been absolutely insane. So see you guys soon. Okay, guys, I will tell you this much. Not happy with the end result, but it's 45 degrees out. Everything is soaking wet, and that's pretty much the best I can do. It's just, man, you all know, you guys know what I mean. Ladies, gentlemen, you all know. There's just nothing we can do right now, man. When it's soaking wet, it's going to get up to about 62 today, but that's at 5 o'clock. I can't wait till 5 to start cutting. Would never get done in time for tomorrow's rain. So, all right, let's get on with it. I'll see you soon. Alright guys, there's what it looks like. I think it looks really good. I am not double cutting this one, don't see the need. Looks pretty. Nice wheel marks, so let me get this yard done. I'll come back to you and we're going to talk about customers, man. And I'm going to say everything I got to say about them today. I'm not holding back because just ridiculous what they put us through. So I'll see you in a minute, guys. Okay, there it is. All done. I think it looks good. Whew. It was thick. It was sure thick. But edges look nice. And look who decided to stop and join us. What are you doing, Mrs. Sarah?
Just hanging out.
You just got back from church, didn't you?
Yeah.
We have to thank our friends Dave and Bobby Fitch for picking Sarah up this morning to take her to church. I unfortunately didn't get to go, but let's hope, man, next Sunday, let's hope this week the weather's not as bad as it has been and I can finally get to church. I know we have a revival next week, so I'm going to be at every day of that because it's in the evening. So, whew. Guys, we're going to get into this talk as soon as we get home, and I'm taking some of your thoughts and some of mine, and I'm just putting it out there. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, guys, let's have a little chat here. I'm going to say what customers think of all of us. They don't need us until they need us. Okay? If you think about that. A lot of you guys wrote comments in and said, you know, one guy said, I had a customer call me and tell me if I couldn't get there, he was going to call one of the bigger companies and he would come in and take care of it. The guy told him, go ahead and do it. The bigger company told him it's going to be 3 weeks, or if you want to, you can get a push mower and do it yourself. Customers want us there. First of all, every customer wants Friday cut, okay? Every one of them. Customers want us there when they want us there, yet when it's time to pay the bill, oh yeah, I forgot, or you know, whatever the case may be, or yeah, I'll leave it on the mat, or I'll Venmo you later, or whatever, okay? If you think about this, guys, we are one of the only trades out here that gets paid last. They can always find somebody else. There's really no respect for our work. When it's raining like it has been, most people say, well, geez, I haven't really noticed. Well, no, because you're either sitting in an office building or you're sitting in your house. And your livelihood doesn't depend on the weather. If you can't, you know, if it's a sunny day, as soon as the rain stops and the sun comes out, that's when your phone rings. Are you guys coming today? Are you on a Tuesday? No. Well, then I'm not coming today. I'm still on Mondays because it stopped raining 20 minutes ago. So I have to do Monday, then Tuesday, and then I'll see you Wednesday, which is probably going to be Friday this week. If you think about it, man, we get absolutely no respect. When the yard looks great, you don't get a thank you 90% of the time. But when the yard does not get cut, then they notice it. They only notice you when you haven't made it there or if something got messed up. Now, I'm not saying every customer is like this. I am saying there are a handful that all of us have that don't thank us for our work, don't tell us how nice the yard looks, don't tell us when we do a good job, but you better believe when you don't come the day you're supposed to come, they're texting you or calling you. I don't know what the answer is to it. When they don't look outside and notice the rain, or they don't see that it's rained 6 hours one day and 5 the next, and you can't possibly get all that done in that time, I have had people tell me, you have too many customers. And then I've had them say, well, the same person say, well, would you like another customer? Okay, if I can't get to your yard and you think I have too many customers, what makes you think I can get to somebody else's, and now all of a sudden you want to see my business grow? People are fickle, man. People want you to succeed until you succeed. Then they want you to fall back. They don't want you dependent on them until they want you dependent on them. I remember YouTube specifically. A friend of mine told me, he said, as soon as you hit 1,000, your next 2 or 3 weeks of videos are not going to get as many views. And I said, why is that? He said, because once you're monetized, it bothers people, and so they stop watching for a while, because they want to get you to 1,000, but once you're there, they don't want to support you at that point, because then you're making a little bit of, and when I tell you it's a little bit of money, it's a little bit of money. It is literally pennies per hour that we earn. In fact, if you can actually work as a lawn care guy and make YouTube videos and make $1 an hour, you're doing pretty darn good. I've never even come close. I think the highest I've ever made is 5 cents an hour. Okay? But that's not about it. It's about people, man. Everywhere you go, it doesn't matter if you're watching this and you're a tree trimmer or a concrete guy or a house builder or a trim guy or a guy that does upholstery. They need you so bad until you do the job, then they don't need you. And the only time they really need you is when it's convenient for them. Think about it, man. Think about how many customers you've dealt with over your business career, and think about the ones who have said, I had a guy tell me he was going to find somebody else. I said, go ahead. I said, I am not coming out in the pouring rain and cutting your yard under any circumstances. I said, good luck. I hung the phone up. 2 days later, he called me back and said, can you come and cut? I said, are we going to have this problem anymore? He said, nope, I understand. I said, okay. And from then on, he never said a word. Never said a word. I do a good job. You guys do a good job. We are faced, what we have faced and what we will face the next couple weeks is just unprecedented. It doesn't happen like this every year. Yes, we get rain in the spring, absolutely. But this is ridiculous, man. This is something, and a lot of you guys are saying, I have never seen it this bad. Customers have to understand, we also have families. We also have things we like to do. We don't, they're not going to go to work from 6 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night and not see their family, and on their days off just go back into work and do the same thing. But they expect it of us. That's what's expected of us. So you guys are awesome, man, because you guys really poured it out in the last video in the comments as to what customers are like. And I'm at the point, man, where I could care less. I could care less. I'm going to go to work tomorrow. I'm going to cut lawns, and I'm going to do a video for you guys and tell you about my day, and we'll figure something out to talk about. But the next one, the next one that calls me and says, well, hey, are you going to be here? I'm going to let them go ahead and find somebody else. The money isn't worth it, guys, because I'm not making anything as it is. I mean, we're barely surviving because of the weather. You guys are in the same boat as I am, a lot of you. You guys down south, not so much, but you guys up north, and, you know, guys that are in Oklahoma, I know they're having it rough. I mean, it's happening everywhere, man. Not to mention the cost of everything. And then they complain when you raise the price $5, as though you are the one getting wealthy off of it. Man, we could go on and on all day, and it would be fun to do a live stream and just talk about customers, and not just my customers or yours, but just people in general, and how there's this instant gratification that has to happen now. As soon as the sun pops out, it could be raining for 4 days straight. The sun pops out, 10 minutes later, the phone's ringing. When are you getting to my grass? When your yard isn't underwater. How's that for an idea? It may be a week. And do you realize how long it takes to cut, trim, and double cut, and sometimes triple cut a yard to make it look good for you as a customer? We don't get paid extra for that. We get paid the regular price for all that extra work. So if you have someone that works for you, if you're watching this, you're a homeowner and somebody works for you, give them a little respect. I know most of you do. Give them a little pat on the back, man, and thank them for all the hard work that they've done. It's not easy out here, guys. It's not easy being self-employed. You're not wealthy. At times you barely get by. At times you have a lot. And at times you are completely broke. I am not ever going to touch my life savings to help buy a mower or buy something for my business. It's not happening. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you got something out of it. I know we're all in the same boat. You guys lifted me up out of a pretty bad depression the other day. I know I'm not alone. We're all going through it. Today's beautiful. Tomorrow hopefully will be beautiful. And then I know the rain's coming. The radar tells me so. So, I love you all. God loves you. God bless you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. It means a lot. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We are getting close to 10,000 subscribers. What does that do for me? Not a thing. But it's cool. It's kind of cool, isn't it? To say you're part of the channel. Because you guys are part of the channel, man. So, I love y'all. As always, Dr. Real was in the house. Keep it real, guys. Please leave comments. Give me your horror stories about customers. I'll see you soon. Peace.